Okay, so the footage in this video was originally just going to be an items to unbox. However, I decided to just make it its own video. So yeah, here we go. And also, just to point out, this video was actually going to be a bit longer, which is why I've postponed it, because I was going to get a new amplifier, an actual amplifier, which would go in between there, which would solve an issue with getting cassettes in and out of this deck later on, you'll find. However, Cash Converters lost it and gave me a refund, and so far, I haven't been able to find one equivalent for that price. So yeah, that's fun, but hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, so it's the 19th of January, and this box in front of me is fucking huge. And it is very heavy. Anyway, we'll open the things out on top first. So these, there we go. So these should be some new RCA or phono cables, or whatever you want to call them. Come on. They were £3 off Amazon, and yeah, there we go. Seem pretty decent quality, these. These especially for the money, nice thick cable. So I got some new ones of these because I will need to put my phono preamp back in service, so I'll need some more cables again. I got another package here. I'll just open this one, just off camera, just here. So this came from Russia, and it was pretty funny off eBay with the tracking information. When it got to the day of the tracking information, on one of the days it said released from Russia. So yeah, this was released from Russia, from Soviet Russia, where cassette eats you. So I think I paid about £8 for this, I think it was. But yeah, it's Robbie Williams' Escapology, which I do own on cassette, but I only have a sealed one because this album on cassette is a bit rarer. But yeah, this is the Russian version, which someone didn't rewind. So yeah, but it also means I can actually take a look at the booklet. Okay. So yeah, this one is a bit harder to find. Not as hard as some of the others, because that album came out literally at the tail end of cassettes, because Russia continued making cassettes that a bit longer than the rest of the world. Anyway, I'll just put that on my deck and it can rewind and wing. God, how the hell am I going to open this? We'll start at this side. It has been packaged well, like really well. But yeah, this will be my new turntable, which cost me £151, plus £8 postage, so £159 total. So we'll have a look at it when we get out. But according to the seller, this turntable is from 1978. Oh, manual. So, and also, oddly enough, the seller actually delayed shipping it for a few days because they wanted to go get it serviced, and they actually did. So, yeah. So, credit to the seller. Oh, God, there's another box inside. Oh, no, it's just a lid. Okay. This is the power adapter. This looks too modern for it. Unless, have they included a preamp with it? Oh my God, I think they have. Oh. They've included a preamp. They have included a... I didn't realise I would be getting another... I don't need another preamp. But it is nice. Ah, so that's what that charger was for the preamp. So I don't actually need another preamp. I probably won't use this one because mainly because the one I've got is a bit smaller. Also, does this have a ground? This doesn't appear to have a ground connector either, whereas the one I do does. And this here. Oh my god! Alright, okay. So we've got the stylus that was in there, and this is a replacement stylus, which will be the one I probably use. But that's the stylus information for anyone who cares. But yeah, God, how the hell am I going to get this out? So yeah, this is the one disadvantage from the turntable I've got, is that this one doesn't have a built-in preamp. But, you know, not really an issue. I mean, with using a separate preamp, I'm going to have to get the knife again. I'm trying to show you as best as I can. I've actually gotten down to the turntable itself, so right now is the challenge of how the heck am I going to be able to lift it out. You can see it. Oh no, the lid wants to come off. Grab it by the bottom. And of course the bloody cable is... the cables are in another part of the box. Oh god, the cardboard itself is so... Oh god, I hope I didn't break anything there. Okay, that was just the lid. It's just so fucking heavy. Hold that there. So if you have a look at it, eh? So there it is. Take that tape off. Goes down, there we go. So yeah, it's a Sony PSX40, presumably from 1978. Now this is a fully automatic turntable, or you can use it in manual mode. I will not be able to be using it. It even has a 10-inch, this size. If I zoom in there, you can see here, it's got a 10-inch disc size. Yeah, and, no, it's not. It's actually a 45 adapter. So there we go. So this is a direct... So basically, I wanted a new turntable. The problem is, I was going to get a modern one, actually. Probably I was looking at an Audio-Technica one. The problem is, all modern direct drive turntables, aka the higher end turntables, they're all fully manual. Yeah. Whereas the cheaper turntables, like the cheaper belt-driven turntables, they're fully automatic. Which I find really weird, because normally that would be back in like the 70s and 80s, it was the opposite way around. The fully manual ones were the cheap ones. The fully automatic ones were the more expensive ones. But yeah, and I don't know why they don't do them, but I think it's just because if you ask quite a few record collectors, they say, oh yeah, you must have everything, you know, fully manual. It all has to be fully manual, or you don't get the same experience. not really. You get exactly the same, except rather than manually moving the lever here, well, it's down here on this one, you press a button instead. And I'd much rather press a button so the stylus goes in the right place every single time. Otherwise, but yeah, this is good, you know, proper Sony, solidly made. Can we get the cables out? There we go. Oh, very long power cord and everything. So I'll go get this set up, shall I? Yeah. Also doesn't have a ground. Okay, so it's the 27th of January today, and I received a package in the post, and I picked it up, and I thought, this thing is really fucking heavy, and it's because it had these in it, and you might be thinking, what the fuck are these? And if I just pull one out here, so these are vinyl sleeve dust jackets, or polymer jackets, whatever you want to call them. They're not the same as the thick PVC vinyl sleeves that you get. I only get those for particular vinyl records. It has to be particularly like special ones, because you know those ones are normally at least 75p each. These I got 100 of them for these ones for £15, and you might be thinking, why do you get these? And it's basically to, you know, help protect the records, but also, if I can show you, I've literally spent the last half hour doing this, putting them all on all of these records, apart from the box sets, but it makes them much easier to pull in and out as well, so it basically avoids that. Now, going on to the turntable, I basically resolved most issues, apart from, I found a couple more. So if I demonstrate this here, and I'll have to be quick, you can see there that basically the weight of the stylus, it jumps on the groove. It doesn't do that with all records, just some. Though I have found sometimes I can gently, you know, place it manually myself. This one I can't, almost, you know, no matter what, I have to literally go gently, 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 and then go down, because this one is particularly slippery. I've also found that a few records, only modern releases, none of the ones I have from the ECs, but for example, here's Labyrinth, and basically I was playing Earthquake earlier, and I noticed it sounded distorted. Now, I'd heard it very kind of briefly on others, but yeah, and I thought, why is it sounding a bit distorted? And then I realised it was peaking too much. The signal itself was basically just coming through too hot, and it was peaking, and I thought, oh, it's something to do with the turntable. No, tried it on a different turntable. No, fine. Nothing wrong with the turntable, nothing wrong with the preamp or the speakers or anything. It was just badly mastered, and I hadn't realised it until playing it on some nicer equipment. That's quite a few, you know, some modern records. They're designed to have, and I found that if I increased the tracking force to like 4.5 grams, it kind of mainly just went away after that, and then I realised why. A lot of modern records are mastered and are pressed not to be played on a nice turntable like that, or even, you know, a decent one, or even a budget one. No. They're designed to be played on the bottom of the barrel, shitty briefcase ones. The Crosleys, you know, basically any briefcase turntable. Those ones which put over, you know, sometimes over 5 grams of tracking force on the record, which, you know, will damage it. So that is disappointing that is happening in those cases. So yeah, the only thing I can do is like adjust the counterweight for those records when I do play them, and then turn it back for everything else, because really this counterweight doesn't go beyond 3 grams, although if you do keep turning it, you're still adding to it. So yeah, and I do realise a lot of people will have no idea whatsoever what I'm talking about, but yeah, there we go. But yeah, overall, I am happy with this turntable, and something I don't know if I've mentioned yet, but the seller gave me £40 of my money back. So I only paid £121, I think, for this. I think. Oh, wait a minute. Not even that, not 121, £119. Yeah, so £119 for this. So, and this for £119, that is a absolute steal. That, because considering, for a modern turntable equivalent to this, I mean, there isn't one that is fully automatic and direct drive, but, for example, let's just say, I wanted a direct drive turntable. The cheapest ones from companies like Audio Technica and everyone, their retail price, I think, is £250, although they do normally go on sale for £230, £220, but still, nearly double on what I paid for this. So, and plus this has the automatic mechanism, which is particularly useful. And also, this is the only one I know, again, that has 10-inch record support, even though I don't have any 10-inch ones as of yet. So yeah, I know you're all bored of probably hearing about this, but it's just being basically trying to get everything set up and that properly, so I can have the best listening experience, and just enjoyable, really. Okay, so this is roughly 2 hours later, because when I initially tried the turntable, the manual mode was perfectly fine. However, the automatic mode wasn't working. So basically, I took it apart, and I didn't have any lubricant, so I just had to try and manually move the parts. But now, hopefully, and that button's a little bit dodgy, I noticed. It seems to work. So yeah, I have messaged the seller about this before, so we'll see what the seller says. If I can get any money back, on it, because it isn't quite perfect. That button's also a bit dodgy. As you can see, you have to like press it in hard. So I think, I don't know, perhaps it's a little bit oxidized. But yeah, it is a nicer turntable though. It is a nicer turntable. The only thing about it is it is so huge in comparison. I mean, this is my older turntable here. Shows an Iowa automatic one, just like this, but this one was this one's from the 1970s in comparison. But yeah, we'll just power it on again, just to make sure. There we go. You see the button is probably oxidized, and you see the arm gets stuck there, so you have to kind of stop it. Wait again, and it just look, it's just bloody stuck again. So yeah, I've messaged the seller about this, but it just doesn't quite work. There's something going on in there. I'm not quite sure what it is, and I've looked on forums as well, and can't really find much information about an automatic, turntable. At least, this type of one, because this is quite, I think this is more of a rarer model, this one. Not rare as in like extremely rare, but harder to find, uncommon. But yeah, that is annoying, because I did pay a lot of money for this, and it is a nice turntable if working. But oh, that was not good. That was not good. It just scraped on there. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know, maybe I'll have to keep doing it on and off like a million bloody times. Again, that button doesn't work, so yeah, I'll sort this out in my own time. Okay, so it's the following day, and so, bit of progress. This should, although I bet you it's not going to do anything when I do this, but I basically had a clean about on this, and the automatic mechanism now does seem to be working. What wasn't correct is the 33 1/3 was running a bit slow. 45 was fine, but 33 1/3 was running a bit slow. And unfortunately, despite, if you look underneath, there being little holes to adjust the pitch, those holes don't go anywhere on this turntable because the same body of the turntable was used for other ones in the range. So basically I had to go through about 40 pages of the service manual to find where the pitch controls were. It took fucking hours. So, but yeah, let's and I did test it with the app on my phone, and it is running at 33 1/3. So let's see what happens now. And of course that's not going to do it now. It was working fine yesterday and even this morning, but it's not going to do it now. I think it's one of those things you just got to use it again and again and again. Oh, there you go. Now it works. And there you go. So I'm just going to stop that there before I get a copyright. But yeah, I have messaged the seller about it to see if I can get any of my money back, because they said perfect working order, being serviced and everything, and it clearly hasn't. And I might have spent hours on it, so we'll see how that goes.